All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go ahead and get started. It is 12 o'clock. So out of respect for everyone,
Officials with Summit Carbon Solutions have begun requesting voluntary land leases along a new segment of its controversial Midwest Carbon Express pipeline.
If you agree to execute an easement with us, you agree to a price, then we pay that 100% up front.
Ground along the new route is being sought under a second permit. The gathering of leases was allowed to begin immediately following informational meetings held earlier this week in the northeastern Iowa counties of Floyd and Mitchell. The 31-mile-long Absolute Energy expansion will be added to the nearly 2,000 miles already covered in a previous permit request. The main sticking point for landowners along the route is the potential use of eminent domain to get the project started.
What if a particular landowner does not agree and eminent domain is used? What happens then? I mean, are you taking ownership of that strip of ground, or are you still just taking an easement?
the board could rule on that, and it'd be for an easement. So in their other docket, they have some of those already, and it's an easement. It's not fee simple. It's not taking ownership.
Those voluntary easements that got mentioned, quite a few of those are not so voluntary because of this. We'll give you the money, you get to keep it no matter what happens. If the pipeline doesn't happen, there's no null and void clause in those easements. Make sure you have legal team look over those easements if you're thinking about signing it, because there's a lot of things in there that are not something you like to end up with.
The goal, the stated goal from Summit Carbon Solutions for the last 2 years is to reach 100% voluntary easements. That's the goal.
You guys are all nice, but the people that are out in the fields are kind of nasty.
Well, ma'am, they all funnel up through me. So if that's the case, let me know. I mean, we have replaced people on this project because we didn't think they were representing us well.
The other issue most prominent at the meeting was safety.
What's the life of the pipeline?
That's a great question. So we designed for 25 years because the commercial guys have to base their economics on something. But if you design it, construct it, and install it and maintain it properly, we're designing for 25. I mean, we hope we're here long after I'm gone, which may not be too much longer, but long after I'm gone.
If the permit for the expansion is approved, it will bring CO2 from the Absolute Energy ethanol plant in Mitchell County into the rest of the pipeline. The Midwest Carbon Express will transport liquefied CO2 from 34 ethanol plants located across Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, Minnesota, and Iowa to Summit's underground storage facility in North Dakota. According to the company, the $4.5 billion project is vital to the agricultural economy because it will provide carbon sequestration opportunities for the ethanol industry, allowing it to reduce its carbon footprint. Summit plans to inject up to 18 million gallons of CO2 annually, or the equivalent of taking more than 4 million cars off the road every year. An evidentiary hearing for the Iowa portion of the Midwest Express is scheduled for August 22. For Market to Market, I'm David Miller.